Ever been ripped from deep sleep by a sudden, searing pain in your calf? Like a hot poker twisting your muscle, right there in the dark. You jolt upright, desperately rubbing the spot, the pain slowly subsiding, only to spend the next grueling half-hour tossing, turning, praying sleep returns, dreading the moment that same agonizing cramp strikes again. If you're over 50, you know this nightmare well. Waking repeatedly through the night as calves, hamstrings, or thighs lock up, stealing your precious rest. It's easy to dismiss it as just getting older, but the truth is, you can often conquer this without reaching for prescriptions. See, when you talk to your doctor, the go-to suggestion is often quinine. But the FDA warns about serious side effects, and the worry of it clashing with other medications makes it a non-starter for many. And frustratingly, many doctors stop there, leaving you without effective alternatives. But here's the powerful, empowering news. Simple, natural strategies exist that can dramatically reduce, and in many cases, completely prevent those agonizing nighttime leg cramps. These aren't random tricks. They're rooted in the fundamental way your muscles and nervous system actually function. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain on 5 incredibly effective, drug-free approaches you can start using tonight. We'll kick off with something so simple, you might already have what you need within arm's reach. And seriously, stick around until the very end, because the final method is backed by a major 2020 study with results you absolutely cannot afford to miss. If you're just finding us, welcome. We're your space for staying healthy, feeling amazing, and learning together. If this information hits home or helps you out, please give it a quick like, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We genuinely love connecting with you. Okay, ready to reclaim your nights? Let's jump into method number 1. The first game changer I want to share is supporting your legs while you sleep using pillows. Sounds almost too simple, right? Don't let that fool you. Top experts in sleep biomechanics swear by this exact technique. Here's why it's so powerful. When we sleep, if our legs aren't held naturally, certain muscles, especially in the calves and hamstrings, can remain subtly tense for hours on end. Think about it. Legs stretched completely straight or crossed for prolonged periods can leave those muscles overstretched. When that happens, your body's protection mechanism can kick in with a sudden, violent contraction, the cramp you know and dread. So, the fix. Strategic pillow placement, tailored to how you sleep. If you're a side sleeper, tuck a pillow between your knees. This simple act keeps your spine in better alignment, takes pressure off your hips, and prevents your legs from twisting into strained positions overnight. If you sleep on your back, slide a pillow under your knees. This creates a gentle bend, easing tension in your lower back and keeping your calves and hamstrings slightly flexed, stopping them from getting that overstretched signal. What this does is guide your body into a naturally supported resting posture, instead of letting your legs collapse into cramp-inviting angles. Give it a shot for a few nights. Most people notice a real difference in cramp frequency and intensity after just 3 or 4 nights of consistent use. Bonus: if you also battle back discomfort, this method often brings significant relief there too. Sometimes, the most powerful solutions are the simplest adjustments. Moving on to method 2, one many seniors have simply never heard of, but which holds astonishing potential: topical magnesium. Using a magnesium oil or cream. If you feel like you've tried everything else with limited success, this might just be the missing piece you've been searching for. Magnesium isn't just a mineral. It's arguably the most critical mineral when it comes to preventing cramps. It's the key player in the delicate dance of muscle contraction and relaxation. Here's a simple way to visualize it. Calcium tells muscles to contract, magnesium tells them to release. So, when magnesium levels are low, muscles struggle to fully let go, remaining tight and primed for those painful nighttime spasms. And here's the shocking reality. Nearly 60% of adults over 50 may not be getting adequate magnesium. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing it from food. Now, you might wonder, why a cream or oil instead of just popping a pill? It boils down to absorption. When you take magnesium orally, often only about a third of it actually makes it into your system, and higher doses can wreak havoc on your stomach. But when applied to the skin, magnesium bypasses the digestive system entirely, soaking directly into the tissues and muscles that need it most. One compelling study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that participants who regularly used topical magnesium experienced significantly fewer and less severe cramps compared to the control group. Even better, Noticeable results often appeared within just 1 or 2 weeks. Simply apply a small amount, about the size of a coin, to the areas where you typically cramp, your calves, hamstrings, or feet. Massage it in gently for a minute or two, ideally about 30 minutes before hitting the hay. That short massage also helps relax the muscles and boosts absorption. Beyond cramps, signs you might be low on magnesium can include frequent muscle aches not just in your legs, but back or shoulders, fatigue, difficulty sleeping, or even feeling more anxious than usual. If that sounds familiar, integrating magnesium, both through your diet and topically, could create a dramatic shift. Our third strategy for stopping nighttime cramps might make you do a double take. Don't eliminate salt entirely from your diet. I know. This seems counter to everything drilled into us about blood pressure and heart health. But stick with me, because this is especially crucial for people over 50. We are rightly advised to cut back on salt for cardiovascular health, and that's vital. But in our effort to be compliant, some people go too far. They stop adding any salt, scrutinize every label to avoid sodium, effectively removing it almost completely. And here's the unintended consequence. Sodium, the primary component of salt, is a fundamental electrolyte. According to the American Heart Association, adults need a minimum of 500 milligrams of sodium daily just for basic physiological functions. That's barely a quarter teaspoon of salt, a tiny amount, yet absolutely essential. Sodium is critical for balancing fluids and plays a massive role in how your nerves communicate with your muscles. When sodium levels tank too low, those signals between your brain and muscles falter, making you significantly more vulnerable to sudden, painful nighttime contractions. So, if you're battling cramps and have also gone drastically low sodium with your diet, there could be a direct link. This is particularly true if you drink large amounts of water, are on diuretic medication, water pills, or sweat heavily during exercise. All factors that flush sodium out of your system faster. The solution isn't to start eating junk food again. It's about finding that crucial balance. Health guidelines recommend staying within 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day, not aiming for 0. Of course, if you have high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney issues, always consult your doctor before altering your salt intake. The goal is the sweet spot, enough sodium to keep your muscles firing correctly without jeopardizing your heart health. Finding this balance is another vital step towards quieter, cramp-free nights. Speaking of balance, there's another mineral critical for muscle relaxation that often gets overlooked as we age. Our next method tackles this, and it's surprisingly straightforward. Our fourth simple strategy to banish those painful nighttime leg cramps comes down to how and when you hydrate. Most people instinctively believe drinking more water is always the answer, especially for cramps. But here's the unexpected truth. Drinking too much water, particularly close to bedtime, can sometimes trigger cramps.
Why?
Guzzling excessive plain water, especially in a short period, can dilute your body's crucial minerals, electrolytes like sodium and potassium. These are the conductors that help your nerves send proper signals to your muscles. When they're out of whack, those signals can go haywire, provoking sudden, agonizing cramps that snatch you from sleep. So, how do you get it right? It's not about force chugging. It's about smart, consistent hydration. Sip water steadily throughout your day to stay well hydrated, but make a conscious effort to cut back on fluids in the 2 to 3 hours right before you go to bed, unless you feel genuinely thirsty. Forget rigid rules about 8 glasses. Learn to listen to your body's natural thirst signals. This simple shift helps maintain a stable electrolyte balance, supporting proper muscle function and significantly reducing your risk of nighttime cramps. Many people notice fewer sleep disruptions after just a few days of getting this simple timing right. Now that you're hydrating smarter, let's transition to our final, most impactful method. An approach so powerful and so firmly backed by science, it can fundamentally change your relationship with nighttime cramps for good. We've saved the heavyweight for last. The single most powerful method, proven by a landmark 2020 study with truly remarkable outcomes, to prevent those crippling nighttime leg cramps. It's not a pricey gadget or a fleeting trend, but a simple, consistent habit you can begin today. Regular stretching of your leg muscles. In that pivotal 2020 study, researchers focused on older adults who were frequent sufferers of nighttime cramps. They divided participants into 2 groups. One committed to a short stretching routine just 3 times daily, while the other group maintained their usual habits. The results were astonishingly clear. Within just weeks, the stretching group reported a dramatic drop in both the frequency and intensity of their cramps. Many were virtually cramp-free. Why is stretching so incredibly effective? It helps restore flexibility and balance to your muscles. As we age, muscles can become habitually tight, sending signals that are interpreted as triggers for cramps, especially when they are at rest during the night. Regular stretching helps to reset these nerve signals, encouraging muscles to relax naturally and dismantling that pattern of sudden, painful contractions. Here are 3 simple, targeted stretches to incorporate. Always consult your doctor before starting any new exercise routine, particularly if you have existing pain or conditions like sciatica or knee problems. If approved, these can be transformative. 1. Calf stretch. Stand an arm's length from a wall, using your hands for gentle support. Step your right foot back, keeping the leg straight and the heel pressed firmly to the ground. Slowly bend your left knee until you feel a comfortable stretch running along your right calf. If keeping the heel down is tough, slide a thin book under it. Hold this stretch for 30 seconds, breathing slowly and evenly. Switch legs. Aim for a stretch that feels present but not painful. 2. Hamstring stretch. Sit upright on the edge of a sturdy chair. Extend your right leg forward, keeping your heel on the ground and your toes pointing slightly upward. Maintain a straight back and hinge forward gently from your hips, aiming to feel the stretch in the back of your right thigh. If you feel it rounding in your lower back, ease up. Hold for 30 seconds, breathing calmly. Repeat on the other leg. Skip this stretch if you suffer from sciatica. 3. Quadricep stretch. Lie comfortably on your left side on a bed or yoga mat, using a pillow for head support. Bend your right knee and gently grasp your right foot or ankle with your right hand, pulling it smoothly towards your buttocks. If reaching is difficult, loop a towel around your ankle to help. Ensure your back stays straight, avoid arching it. You should feel the stretch along the front of your right thigh. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch to your left side. Consistency is the secret sauce. The 2020 study achieved its dramatic results with stretching performed 3 times a day, just a few minutes each time. Try incorporating these stretches after breakfast, again perhaps after lunch, and crucially, right before you settle down for the night. Many participants noticed a significant reduction in cramps within just 7 to 10 days. After 4 weeks, some reported cutting their cramp frequency by as much as 60%. If balance is a concern, perform the standing calf stretch near a wall and the hamstring stretch while seated securely. The absolute key is performing them correctly and every single day. Consider keeping a simple notebook to track your cramps. Note their frequency and intensity. You'll likely see them steadily diminish over time. By combining this powerful, science-backed stretching routine with the other methods we've discussed, supporting your legs with pillows, applying magnesium topically, and smartly balancing your salt and water intake, you build a comprehensive, multi-pronged strategy to not just reduce cramps, but sleep better and feel fundamentally stronger. Stick with this plan, and you won't just wake up more rested. You might wake up feeling more vibrant, more energized, and finally free from those frustrating nighttime attacks. Nighttime leg cramps are rarely caused by a single factor. Research clearly shows they typically arise from a complex interplay of multiple elements. This is precisely why medication alone often falls short. It can only address one piece of a multi-layered puzzle. That's where the true power of our 5 methods lies. By using pillows for support, applying magnesium cream where it's needed, carefully balancing your salt and water intake, and committing to daily stretching, you are tackling the root causes of cramps from every conceivable angle. Taken together, these simple, natural steps, especially the evidence-backed strength of that 2020 study on stretching, can create a profound difference in your life. This isn't just about fewer cramps. It's about reclaiming peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. It's about boosting your daytime energy levels. It's about refusing to let pain dictate the quality of your nights. With consistent effort, these solutions hold the power to transform how you feel, proving yet again that small, smart changes often deliver the most monumental results. I truly hope these strategies empower you to take action. If they are safe for your personal health situation, commit to trying them consistently for 2 to 3 weeks. Most people report seeing dramatic improvements within that time frame. Patience is your ally here, and the payoff, peaceful, cramp-free sleep, is absolutely worth it. If this video has been helpful to you, please hit that like button and share it with someone you know who is struggling with cramps. A good night's sleep is an invaluable gift, and your share could be the key to helping someone else rediscover it. You deserve a night free from pain, full of calm, and deeply restorative. And please, don't forget to subscribe. Every week, we bring you more practical, science-based tips specifically tailored for those over 50, offering simple, actionable ways to live healthier and feel your absolute best. Thank you for watching. Here's to many peaceful, cramp-free nights and truly vibrant days ahead. We'll see you in the next video.